Hello, it's Nezuko. I'll tell you my story. Hides. As the sun began to set over the small village nestled in the mountains, a young girl sat alone in her room, longing for a sense of normalcy in her life. Her name was Nezuko, and for the past 2 years, she had been living a life of terror and isolation. Nezuko was a demon slayer, one of the few remaining in her world. She had inherited this burden from her late parents, who had been mercilessly slaughtered by demons when she was just a child. From that moment on, Nezuko's life had been consumed by a never-ending pursuit of revenge and justice. But deep down, Nezuko longed for more than just a life of constant fighting and bloodshed. She yearned to be a normal girl, to have friends and attend school like all the other children in her village. So, whenever she had a moment of respite from her duties as a slayer, Nezuko would sneak away and indulge in her secret obsession, anime. Nezuko had discovered these wondrous animated worlds during one of her many missions and had been captivated ever since. She couldn't get enough of the vibrant colors, the whimsical characters, and the fantastical adventures that played out on her screen. In these shows, she could be anyone: a magical girl, a powerful hero, a mischievous spirit. But the one character she related to the most was a young demon girl named Nezuko. Just like herself, this Nezuko was strong and determined, but she also longed for a life of peace and normalcy. Nezuko found solace in watching her counterpart's story unfold, and it gave her hope that perhaps she too could find a way to break free from her tragic fate. One day, Nezuko decided to take a risk and leave her box, the cursed object that kept her demon powers at bay. She ventured into the village, disguised as a human, and quickly made her way to the local bookstore. There, she spent hours browsing through the anime section, carefully selecting her next series to dive into. But as she was about to leave, she was met with a group of demon slayers, led by her own brother. Nezuko panicked and made a run for it, but they were hot on her trail. In a moment of desperation, she stumbled and lost her disguise, revealing her demon form. But before her brother could strike, Nezuko's newfound love for anime became her saving grace. She summoned all her strength and mimicked the powerful anime characters she had been watching, unleashing a barrage of attacks on her attackers. The fight was tortuous, with both sides evenly matched, but Nezuko's cunning and strategic thinking, learned from her anime heroes, gave her an advantage. She was able to defeat her brother and his team, and in that moment, she knew she had to make a choice. She could either continue down the path of a demon slayer, or she could embrace her love for anime and seek a different kind of adventure. With a heavy heart, Nezuko said goodbye to her brother and her duties and set out on a new journey, one that would allow her to be truly herself. Through her travels, Nezuko realized that her story was not just about fighting demons or chasing revenge.
It was about finding what truly made her happy and staying true to herself, no matter the cost.
As the sun rose on a new day, Nezuko sat on a hill, watching the world below, with a sense of contentment she had never known before. And for the first time in her life, she felt normal, just like any other girl her age. That's the end of this part. Goodbye.